Naruto, 10 ninja who never made it past Chunin rank. While some ambitious ninja like Naruto went on to become Hokage, others settled to stay at Chunin level. In Naruto, there's a strict ranking system for ninja. The basic ninja are known as genin and are often only qualified to take low-rank missions. Genin are recent Ninja Academy graduates, but power alone doesn't allow someone to get to the next level. The Chunin exams favor people with leadership abilities over combat talent, which leads to a lot of ninja trying and not succeeding. Beyond that, to reach the level of Jonin, shinobi must both show power and be recommended by those around them. However, just getting old doesn't automatically mean someone becomes Jonin level. The recommendation requirements are strict. And even those who are powerful enough often don't get chosen. There are plenty of talented ninja who don't ever reach that level of ninja, let alone the Tokubetsu Jonin level. 10. Ino Yamanaka is the most talented in the Yamanaka clan, but never pushed to become Jonin. Like many of the other characters, Ino Yamanaka managed to get promoted to Chunin at the age of 14. Daughter of Inoichi Yamanaka, she put in work during the Fourth Shinobi World War and was even made into the leader of the Konoha barrier team. Interestingly enough, it feels more like she's only stuck at the Chunin rank because she never bothered to seek out being a Jonin. Jonin are usually able to use at least 2 types of chakra, and Ino can use up to 5 because of her training, and her unique ability to sense changes in chakra makes her one of the most powerful members of her clan. 9. Choji Akimichi is the strongest in Konoha physically but chose to remain a Chunin. Choji was someone who was largely considered a joke during the original Part 1 of Naruto. He only got serious if someone made fun of his weight, which usually resulted in people being shocked by his abilities. But over time and as he fought members of the Akatsuki, Choji continuously improved until he was able to become the leader of the Akimichi clan. He's also known as the physically most powerful ninja in all of Konoha, something that everyone respects him for. But as a man with a big heart, he probably cares more about his family than climbing the ladder to be. 8. Iruka Umino prefers teaching kids over being a Jonin. Surprisingly, Iruka never reached Jonin even though he'd been teaching genin for several years. His best skills are focused entirely on genjutsu, with him possessing the ability to use fire, water, and in-release chakra. Ultimately, Iruka seems satisfied with being the head instructor at the academy for Naruto, and by Boruto's time period. He's become the headmaster, which lets him watch over the ninja academy permanently, leaving former students of his to run things. 7. Hinata Hyuga prefers being a great mom but is still enough of a master to beat her genius younger sister. It's not mentioned often but Hinata Hyuga is very capable. Though she suffered a crushing defeat fighting Niji during the Chunin exams, she didn't give up. Instead, she continued training and gained more skills. She's shown herself capable of defeating her sister Hanabi Hyuga, someone who's technically supposed to be more skilled than her in combat. This was despite years of Hanabi training to become the next head of the household. Ultimately Hinata is skilled, but seemingly cared more about being a good mom than becoming a Jonin. 6. Karui Akimichi likely never got promoted because she's from another village. Karui is likely still a Chunin because she immigrated to Konoha and made her home there, leaving her village of Kumogakure behind. Because of that, she likely doesn't have anyone to recommend her for the role. There's no question she's had the training. She's primarily a sword user who was taught by Killer Bee himself. She's displayed her talents time and time again when called on, but ultimately, she settled at the rank she was introduced at and occasionally tries to stop Choji from pushing their kid too hard. 5. Tenten reached the limits of being a medical nin but still wants to become a legendary kunoichi. Tenten took on the role of Chunin in the intervening years between Part 1 and Part 2, figuring out what she was lacking to become a leader in that time period. Tenten's goal has always been to become a legendary kunoichi, one who can compete with someone like Tsunade. Initially, she wanted to be a medical nin, but her chakra control didn't quite line up for that. Later, she realized her talent for weapons and sealing scrolls, and she specialized in this to make herself a much more dangerous threat. She'll have to keep training to reach the goal of becoming a legend because Chunin rank won't cut it. 4. Kiba Inuzuka reached Chunin rank during the time skip but isn't qualified for more. Kiba Inuzuka is lucky to be a Chunin in the first place. His best skill is that he works well with his partner Akamaru, but also with other team members. The other thing he excels at is being able to detect people no matter how well they're hiding thanks to his training with his clan and his partnership with Akamaru. He's one of the best members of the recon squad. But he can also have his strong senses turned against him, which is no good. 3. Mizuki betrayed the city, couldn't go further if he wanted. Obviously, there's a reason why Mizuki never went any further than Chunin rank. He turned out to be a traitor, working to take military secrets from Konoha. But despite his superior training as a Chunin, it wasn't enough to overcome a young Naruto who wasn't even a genin yet. After taking out Iruka-sensei, Mizuki planned on going for Naruto next. But Naruto used his newly learned technique, the Shadow Clone Jutsu, to create hundreds of clones that were capable of beating him up and taking him out. 2. Shino Aburame chose to take Iruka's place in teaching children. Though Shino was unsettling when he was introduced to the series, in Boruto, it's a massive turnaround. He's more along the lines of Iruka-sensei and has become the next head ninja instructor, teaching the children. Having said that, Shino is actually incredibly powerful. He managed to make Chunin at a young age and continued to excel beyond that. At the end of the series, he battled multiple Jonin-level opponents and won. And he's been described as a Jonin-level ninja who simply hasn't gone for it. 1. Suka Kananji works the mission assignment desk. Perhaps one of the more important characters in Konoha, Suka decides what missions are given to who. She's generally calm, handing out missions without really complaining as she seems to enjoy her job. At least, she does until Boruto shows up. The genin is so eager to take on impressive missions that he'll often complain when he's given something he doesn't find intriguing enough. Having said that, though people might expect her to be really high-ranked, Suka remains at the Chunin rank.